Welcome to NocBro Nation.
Welcome back, guys. I'm Jarrell.
And I'm Josh, and today we're here to go over the newly released Walking Dead Season 9B teaser trailer.
Yes, and this is titled Meet Alpha and Beta.
Yeah.
We are also going to be discussing some information from Angela Kang talking about what the Whisperers are going to be up to and also the gang in the second half. So make sure if you like the video, feel free to give us a like and also feel free to subscribe to the channel. This is only 30 seconds, but either way, we are 4 weeks away from the mid-season premiere.
Yep.
Let's see something.
Yeah, we got definitely some material to talk about, so this is going to be a really fun video, guys, and we're going to start this off by a little reaction to the teaser.
Let's do it.
All right.
Oh, it's like their point of view.
Yeah, of course.
Wow.
That was fucking awesome.
Oh my god. Okay. Let's give a little breakdown of this thing.
Wow.
They do not belong here. I love that. All right. Let's go this kind of scene by scene. So, oops. We get... So just watching, like, in the woods.
They're watching everyone. I mean,
yeah,
I don't think, obviously,
so cool.
I don't think, obviously, a lot of these shots are meant to be in Season 9B. Like, take, for example, the one where it looks like they're looking into Alexandria.
Right.
I don't necessarily know if...
But I mean,
I don't know. It might be.
But I mean,
like,
look
it
at this.
Almost looks like it's looking through a gap in the wall.
Yeah, but it's kind of from personal or the
Well,
point
no, I
of
know
view.
it's from a POV shot of a Whisperer.
Yeah, it's cool though. I mean, the shot of Michonne and like it looks like
Judith.
it looks like she's looking right at them.
Judith, and that's
RJ.
RJ as well.
Yeah. So then that's outside of the hilltop.
Yep.
They had that shot of Daryl. He's in the woods and he's like,
he's got his bow.
He's got his bow,
his crossbow with him.
Yeah, it was cool. Like, yeah, he's got his crossbow. He hears something.
We get the final shot of, turning around to the group of walkers to find out that they're Whisperers. Yeah,
they're Whisperers.
But what's interesting about this is
Beta.
Yeah.
Now, guys, let me ask you guys this, and I'll put up a side-by-side shot. Doesn't Beta look very skinny? Because if we remember in the 9B trailer that the trailer that we saw with him, he looked his stomach area looks very big. I mean, he looks very skinny in this, but the main thing is look how menacing Alpha looks.
Yeah,
I mean, she's just guiding her people.
Yeah.
And
see, I don't know. Like, if you look at that shot right there, he does look a little bigger. I just think
look a little bigger.
It's looking above.
It's a different angle.
Yeah.
It's a different angle. But either way, like, and also when she turns now, for the shot of all these walkers, if you guys watch the one teaser,
that's so sick.
The guy on the far left-hand side, I think that's the one from that one teaser where we saw him walking and he turned around.
Yeah.
I think that's that guy, just because of the clothes that he's wearing. But just look at the masks. Look at them. I mean,
it's really good work.
It's really good work, and please start selling those because we want to buy those. But you guys, like
the psychotic look on her face right there.
The blue eyes.
Eyes. Yeah, that's what I meant. It's those eyes. Just it's like crazy person eyes. I hate to say it, but Hope Solo eyes.
Yeah. You guys.
But yeah, it's sick.
From what a lot of you were saying, from like even Matt from Prime Mainstream, he messaged me and he was like, "I think this is the best trailer we'd ever seen." Like this, even though it's a teaser,
not even a trailer.
It's a teaser
of
teasing. Like I love what they're doing right now. We're only getting little bits and pieces of it. For the Whisperers. I know we're gonna get a full-on trailer, but having these little bits and pieces makes it more exciting and edgy because we're still wanting more, but
the thing is they're doing it more and we're getting more and more with each one. Like first we got a shot of Alpha, then we get her, you know, doing her mask and putting on the mask.
Right.
Now we get a full shot of her and Beta, and we're getting more and more each one.
But I love the beginning of this trailer because it shows each community.
Yep.
It shows the kingdom. It shows Alexandria. It shows the hilltop. Absolutely love it. But yeah,
I feel like the last shot is them outside of the hilltop. It just feels like they're outside of the hilltop.
Yeah, because even though the camera pans over and it seems like they're at the hilltop, I think that's where they are.
Yeah.
Just that menacing look of Alpha. I freaking love it,
It's
you guys.
pretty
All right.
sick. So, yeah, let's get into some information that we found out from showrunner Angela Kang.
Yep, so she was talking with Entertainment Weekly, and she is just giving some information about what are these villains are going to be up to.
We're actually going to read this.
Yeah, we are going to read this. So, what the Whispers are going to be up to in this next season. So, you want to start off?
Yeah, I'll go. So, again, from Entertainment Weekly. So, they ask, so what do you want to say about the villains we meet in the Whispers? So, this is Angela Kang. Well, the second half of Season 9, we really dive into a deeper story of the Whisperers. At the end of the first half, obviously, we get this reveal that these zombies are not evolving, that they are some sort of strange human
Threat.
Sorry. Wow. Threat. They are a human treat.
They are a human treat, yeah.
Threat. We'll get to know more about this group and their brutal survival of the fittest philosophy and how that really plays out in horrifying ways.
Yeah, she goes on to say, we will get to meet the amazing Samantha Morton as Alpha and Ryan Hurst as Beta, as our heroes are really grappling with how to deal with a threat that's unlike anything they've ever faced with people with such a different philosophy. They're also just trying to figure out how they need to interact with each other in this world as they face more and more problems and challenges related to both this new threat and some of the other obstacles that they face in this world. We'll continue to see the effects that nature has on our people as things start to break down and they deal with the problems that come up as a result of these things. Yeah, I mean...
So let's talk about that first.
Yeah.
It's really interesting. I'm wondering if we're going to get some type of backstory about Alpha and Beta a little bit. Not too much,
right?
But maybe just a little bit of backstory to understand how they got to be to the point they are now, how they became the Whisperers.
And that is one thing that we did not, even in the comics, we have no idea how they became who they are. So if they want to change that in the show,
that'd be awesome.
Give us something that I think that would be great. Absolutely amazing. So Entertainment Weekly does ask Angela Kang again. We've talked before about the Whisperers, but not about the leaders, Alpha and Beta. What can you say about those two, specifically in terms of what makes them so different and formidable?
You can go ahead and read the first. Yeah.
Okay. Angela Kang goes on to say, part of the story will reveal pretty early on in the back half of the season. The way that Alpha thinks and the way that she moves about the world. I think what is really interesting about them is that to put on the skin of a dead person and walk around in the world and walk around amidst walkers, that really takes a certain kind of person.
She goes on to say, it's this amazing idea from the comics that we really delve deep into what that means. It really takes a pretty brutal philosophy to believe that it's not even worth trying to be something that approximates human in the way that we think of it. I think that really brings them right up against the things that our people are thinking about as they're trying to rebuild something that's like a civilization. And just the fact that this group just doesn't even think any of that is worth preserving. That's a really good point. It's something really dangerous to our people to grapple with. So we got two ends of the spectrum. We have our survivors, our communities, our hilltop, our Alexandria, our kingdom, that really believe in, we got into this whole apocalyptic situation, but now is our opportunity to rebuild this civilization and to come back better than we were. Mm-hmm. Here's another group who believes that, no, we need to go back to the way that we used to be, which is,
primitive,
hunting,
yeah, and kind of
animalistic.
Exactly. The Whisperers' big thing is that they're trying to build life from death. So they feel that this is the Walkers' world now. We're in it. Let's evolve to it, and that's how they become who they are. But of course, they do also have a brutal side. They do not like anyone in their territory. If you are in their territory, they will either immediately kill you or warn you. And if you don't heed their warning, then they will just come kill you. And hopefully, you learn from it. You guys have no idea what's in store for our group. They are going to be taking pieces from the comic book and getting them into this season. It's going to be brutal. We might be doing a video here coming pretty soon of some possible storylines that they could take on. It will contain spoilers for anybody who hasn't read the comics of what they could do for the second half and maybe on in the future, depending on how long they take this Whisperer arc. We're prepared for certain comic pieces of it, but we're not prepared of what they're going to do on the show.
Yeah, I am not prepared. And here's the key.
I would say I'm not truly prepared.
They may go the comic route storyline, right? But we're definitely not going to get that this season. 9B. No. I think this 9B will really be centered around this group. We may not even see much of our group. Very little, possibly.
I think it'll
be more of them interacting with. Yes, we will see our group because I'm forgetting about the element of Alpha's daughter.
Yeah,
and that's going to play a big role in Alpha and the Whisperers.
I do agree. We are going to see our group definitely. I think what's really going to be happening is, like Angela Kang said, our people are going to be trying to figure out what the hell is going on, how we need to continue to survive, and what things that Alpha is doing to plant seeds into, getting into the fair. Like the one guy that we see giving Jerry a dirty look. I honestly, truly believe that is a Whisperer infiltrating the kingdom to get info.
Yeah.
So I just think it's gonna be so sweet. And the reason I love this teaser so much is just seeing the perspective from them. They've always been watching almost. Who knows how long they've been watching?
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Very true.
Who knows how long they've been watching?
And it almost makes me think like they have always been watching, but they were just waiting for the right moment. And Negan not being in power anymore probably gave them an opportunity to realize, look, expansion really is what caused it.
Right.
Our communities have expanded, and unfortunately, they've expanded a little too far into territory that they shouldn't have.
Exactly. So I think that the Whisperers may have always been watching. They've always stayed in the shadows, and now that we've crossed over into their territory, now they're taking a bigger interest to find out, okay, who are these people? And that's what I love from the teaser. They don't belong here. You know what I mean? It's all coming together, guys. It's so creepy.
Awesome. Now, I don't agree with them saying they don't belong here when they're standing right outside of the hilltop. You do belong here because we were here.
True. You're right. But I think to the Whisperer...
But anyway, it's semantics.
Yeah, I think to the Whisperer's philosophy, though, is, okay, you've come into our territory. Now the game is on. Doesn't matter where you live.
Oh, yeah.
They're saying this is our territory now. We're taking all of this.
Yeah.
So get out. So... Yeah. Guys,
that was an awesome teaser.
Absolutely amazing.
That was my favorite teaser. I think that was better than the Whisper song and the mask.
The mask?
Yeah.
Well,
No, dude, no.
Yeah, this was I love that, but this was awesome just because you're getting more of a taste of who they are, of the Whisperers. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
For those folks that don't read the comics and don't know much about who they are, I think this gave you a pretty big taste of who they are.
It also gave you the power of Alpha.
The power, yes. Yeah. Just standing there looking menacing.
She commanded those people with one simple movement, and that was shh.
Right. And they take their knives out because that's how they kill. They don't use guns. They're using stealth. Let us know what your thoughts are, guys. We absolutely love it. Let us know in the comments your thoughts of the upcoming season. Stay tuned for more videos. I'm sure they're still going to pump out some teasers. We may get a trailer here pretty soon. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah, exciting times, guys. If you hung in there through this video, loved it, subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up. Follow us at NocBro Nation on Facebook and Twitter. I think that is it for today, guys.
That's it.
I'm Josh.
I'm Jarrell.
We're NocBro Nation.
We're out.